In order to break barriers hindering women with disabilities to access trade and business opportunities, Inclusive Skills Development Initiative (ISDI) carries out a research to promote awareness and intervention on gender-inclusive trade and business opportunities for women with disabilities in the FCT. These are what they have to say at a press conference where they presented the research findings.
This research is deep dive into the systemic challenges and untapped potential for women with disability in trade and business sectors. It is a more than a report. It is a clear action for all of us here to champion a more inclusive and equitable economic future. Women with disability represent a vital segment of our society whose contribution to trade, entrepreneurship, and economic growth have been overlooked. Their exclusion is not just a social injustice, but a social oversight that Nigeria can no longer afford to miss.
And a food vendor shared, I sell food, but some people refuse to buy food from me because of my disability. They have, because of my physical disability, another entrepreneur customer initially buy food from me out of pity because I use wheelchair, but they later realize that I sell the best smoked fish in the market. This stigma reduces their confidence, limits customers' trust, and restricts their business opportunity.
The research uncovers significant opportunities that, if it is harnessed, can transform the economic landscape for women with disabilities in Nigeria, especially FCT. One of the major aspects of it that was discovered is, one, resilience and entrepreneurial drive. Women with disability are already making their marks in diverse sectors, including catering, fashion designing, cosmetic, agriculture, and even technology. Their creativity and adaptability shine through despite limited resources for.
What stakeholders, governments, and policymakers must know? Women with disabilities are not very group. They are entrepreneurs, investors, and economic contributors whose potentials remain stilled by systematic barriers.
We need to prioritize investment in accessible infrastructures like ramps, elevators, digital platforms. We need to ensure that women with disability can navigate the market, the workplace, online space, and just integrate with society like every other person.
Government must lead by investing in accessible infrastructure, enforcing policies, and funding inclusive initiatives. Another point, policymakers should prioritize legislation that address the intersection of gender and disability. Private sector can involve by developing accessible technologies and offering employment and mentorship opportunities. Civil societies must amplify the voice of women with disabilities and challenge society attitude.
The policy drive, existing regional conventions like the African Free Continental Trade Agreement. The national government should take advantage of this agreement to foster and expand women's businesses in Africa. Currently, the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs coordinates an African women network on AFTA. Women with disabilities should be empowered to take advantage and be members of this existing network so they can expand their businesses beyond the shores of Nigeria.